I'm tired of this. I must change my life. I just need to lock in. I need to go to the gym 3 times a week. I need to go for runs daily. I need to spend more time studying and be consistent on it. And 1 week passes, 2 weeks passes of you feeling this motivated internal need to change your life up, to become someone that is different completely. And then one day, you stay lying on your sofa, your bed, or you go out to hang out with your friends to have unnecessary dinners for too long, instead of doing these things that you've promised yourself to be consistent on, and you forget about these things entirely. Why is it so hard to be consistent? Why does it feel impossible, like it's an uphill battle, like you're swimming upstream? It's like going against what life is trying to give you. Why does it feel impossible to change your life towards something that you want? Here's why. What is your definition of consistency? I've just pulled out this definition from Google. It says, achieving a level of performance which does not vary greatly in quality over time. That is your expectation. You expect to study 2 hours per day. Of course, that is a good goal. That's something that you should do to try to strive towards. But is that actually realistic? Because sometimes you have enough energy for only 1 hour of study per day, and so you become overwhelmed before even starting when you plan to do 2 hours, but you only have the energy for 1. You don't even start because you don't feel like it. It feels really painful when you've expected to do so much work. And sometimes you have the energy to do 3 hours of work because that's just part of human motivation. It just comes randomly and out of nowhere. You are inconsistent anyways because you've expected this kind of performance which does not vary over time. That's like expecting to win a jackpot 100% in the lottery. That's just impossible because life is not 100% in your favor. Life does not give you the things that you want every single time. Sure, maybe you can get lucky sometimes, like the motivation, but things vary in life. Maybe one day you become sick. Maybe one day you feel angry or your mood is just not there because of unexpected events. Maybe something happens in your social life, and so you become inconsistent because of these reasons. Things vary in life, and your performance also varies. But that's okay, because the correct expectation towards consistency is actually to achieve a level of performance which varies in quality over time, not your expectation of performance that does not vary. Because if you at least did something towards your goals, you're already consistent because you already put in at least 1% of work. And so to find a solution for this expectation for consistency, how should you at least do something? That's easy. Find a minimum limit. I call this the minimum limit method. So you need to put in at least a little bit of effort in your work. The least amount of effort that you can put in every single day from the default amount of energy that you have. So you don't need to put in extra work, you don't need to put in extra thoughts to push yourself. This is the minimum thing that you need to do to achieve your consistency goal. You know, in video games, you have this thing called your main attack. It's like your sword, and you swing your sword without using any extra energy, using any extra special powers. You have this main attack, and you have special attacks, you have ultimate attacks. And this main attack is something that is just basic, it's low damage, but it's free. And these special attacks and ultimate attacks, you need to charge up for it, you need to charge up your energy for it, you need to wait for it, and it does not occur every single time. But your main attack does. So your main attack is kind of like your minimum limit in a way. Even if you have no energy charged up, you can still do it time and time again. Even if you wake up today and you have no more motivation to go to the, you have no more motivation to lift 20 kgs of weight in the gym, you can still lift 5 kg. At least you go to the gym. That is your minimum limit. And if you look at it in this way, it's easy to become 100% consistent because you've hit your minimum limit every time. Tell me, is it impossible for you to just pull up your shitty pants, pull up your pussy underwear and just walk up to the gym? Is that possible? That is your minimum limit. You must do it because there's no excuse. It's just so easy. And once you do that, you can lift at least 5 kg no matter how tired you feel. And once you've done this consistently, once you've reached your minimum limit, and it's become a habit already, you do it every single time, one day you'll get that burst of motivation, that burst of inspiration, and you can lift 10 times of your normal weight. I don't know what number I just said right there, but you can lift something that you've just broken your own record because of that motivation. And that only occurs because you've charged up the energy from your consistency, from the momentum that you've built up. That is not something that can happen if you always expect a high amount of effort to be put in every single time. You won't be consistent and you will lose momentum. You'll feel overwhelmed before you even start doing the work. And so when you have this expectation that at least you do your minimum limit, then no matter how your performance varies, you're still consistent. Then you will slowly build momentum, you will slowly get into the habit, and you will be consistent 100% of the time. You will show up at the gym every single day. And if you expect a high performance, high amount of effort to be put in, if you expect a fixed performance that does not vary over time, then you won't be consistent because you set your goals so high for that is not realistic for a normal person. Because would you rather hit that high goal but be inconsistent and do nothing sometimes? Or would you rather be at least doing something, at least putting in a little bit amount of effort towards your goals? Although the results are small sometimes, but then you're still consistent 100% of the time and you don't feel like shit because you're inconsistent. Which one would you rather do? To you, joining us on this journey of self-improvement, our future is bright.